Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. Time to preview the game. Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge this weekend. Now, Arsenal players, I don't know what it is about this game at Stamford Bridge. I don't get why it's been so long since we've beaten Chelsea there. We haven't beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge since 2011. That is 6 years ago when Van Persie scored a hat-trick. That was the last time that we beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. However, we've beaten Chelsea 3 times out of the last 4 times we played them. Last season at the Emirates, we thrashed them 3-0. In the FA Cup final, we beat them pretty convincingly. We beat them again in the Community Shield. What is it with Arsenal players that when they go to Stamford Bridge, they just capitulate and fall apart? I mean, I've been there when we've been beaten 6-0. I was there last season when we got battered, you know. I mean, what is it? You're playing against a team that you know you can beat because you've beaten them on many occasions. But for some reason, when those Arsenal players step into Stamford Bridge, something happens to them where they just, I don't know. And to be honest, our form against the top teams in the Premier League has been horrendous over the years. That's why we've got nowhere near winning the league. And if we're going to have a chance to try and win the league, these are the sort of grounds that we've got to go to and get results, whether it be a draw or whether it be a victory, but we must not be losing at these places if you're going to go and win the league. Now, this is an opportunity this weekend for Arsenal to make a statement to the fans and to the rest of the Premier League and everybody who watches it that, you know what, Arsenal are going to be contenders to win the league this season. Arsenal are going to be no pushovers. Now, as I said, what is it? Is it mental up here that these Arsenal players, when you go to Stamford Bridge, you just fall apart? I don't want to see that this weekend. Arsenal players, it's the same Chelsea. Yeah, they wear blue. They'll be wearing blue on Sunday. It's the same Chelsea that you beat 3 times out of 4 in the last games you've played them. They're not going to be no different. So go there and mentally be up for that game. Be up for the fight. Yeah, look at it like you're going to war. Because so many times you go there and just fall apart and play like a bunch of wimps, to be honest. That has to change. Mesut Ozil, it's the same Chelsea. They're wearing blue. The same Chelsea that you played so well against in the cup final. And the same Chelsea that you bossed the game against when we played at the Emirates. Why do you fall apart at Stamford Bridge? Step up this weekend. Granit Xhaka. It's the same Chelsea you played in the cup final. Ramsey, the same Chelsea you scored against in the cup final. Now, don't get me wrong. They're a superb team. They're the champions. And when we go there, we've got to respect that. Arsene Wenger, don't just go there and go gun-ho and want to go toe-to-toe. They are the champions of England. They've got a very, very good team. Hazard, Willian, Fabregas. They've got a brilliant back three. They've got David Luiz, Courtois. They have got an excellent team. Brought in new guys like Bakayoko, Morata up front. They will be dangerous. They will be excellent. We've got to go there and we've got to show them the right respect. Not just go there and go gun-ho like we're playing any ordinary team. Go there and be disciplined. So the manager, Arsene Wenger, set your team up right. Think about the formation that you're going to have for that game. Yeah? Don't be going there and leaving out Lacazette and Kolasinac and things like that, like what you did against Liverpool. Because it will be unforgivable, especially amongst the fans. This is a chance, Arsene, for you to show the fans that you've changed. Tactically, go there and do like what you did in the cup final with your tactics. That's what we want to see. If we go there and we show the right mental toughness and we show the right amount of fight, there is no reason why we can't go to Stamford Bridge and get a positive result. There is no reason. but we've got to go there and we've got to show fight and we've got to show heart. And there's going to be times in that game where we're really going to be down there in the trenches, but we've got to fight. And if we fight, if we get the ball to the players that can hurt Chelsea, like Alexis Sanchez, like Lacazette, like Mesut Ozil, and everybody's on song, there is no reason why we cannot leave the bridge with a result. But it all depends on those players and what they've got up here. Are they ready for the fight? That is what we're going to find out. And that is what every Arsenal fan wants to see tomorrow. And you know where a lot of the Arsenal players and Arsene Wenger and that get it wrong with the Arsenal fans? It's not just moaning about defeats, because you know what? Defeats happen. Happens to every club, right? It happens to everyone. Let's see the Invincibles, and that only comes around once in, a lifetime. It happens to every club, but it's how you lose sometimes. Going away at Chelsea and getting smashed up is not acceptable. Going away to Liverpool and capitulating like what we saw the other day is not acceptable, right? I want to see, and every Arsenal fan this weekend wants to see fight and heart shown by that Arsenal team, and that they're playing for this badge. They're playing for this. If we do that, we could have a positive outcome. What do you guys think? Do you think that the Arsenal players will show some fight? Do you think the Arsenal players will show heart? And do you think we can get a victory at Stamford Bridge this weekend? Leave it in the comments below. I am desperate for these Arsenal players to stand up in this game. This is the game that could define